are some questions from your previous content. First one, the study of rock is called. Second one, how are rocks formed? How are formed rocks? Third one, say the types of rocks. Let's see sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Today learn about sedimentary rocks. Okay.
Sedimented to form the sedimentary rocks, and since it is deposited at various places at different time period, it will formed as a layer called strata. So hence sedimentary rocks is also called stratified rocks. So it may be housed in one word. So sedimentary rocks is also called stratified rocks. Now let's see how the sedimentary rocks are formed. So this is your fine particles which is broken from your igneous rocks. It will get eroded by some agent, natural agent like air or wind, and where it will undergo compaction. Compaction means it will get solidified. Later on it will get more cemented and it forms the sedimentary rocks, that is layer rock. Because of increased pressure and temperature, it will get more cemented. Cemented means it will get more bonded and it will forms the sedimentary rocks. I hope you are clear how the sedimentary rocks are formed. So now let's see some fact. The oldest sedimentary rocks of the world has been identified in Greenland. So the sedimentary rocks in Greenland is about 3.9 billion years old. So it is some fact. So make a note of it. And sedimentary rocks are the important source of natural resources like coal, oil and natural gas. So the coal, oil or the natural gas are the examples of your sedimentary rocks. Now let's see the types of sedimentary rocks. So it is divided into three types. So first one is organic. So organic sedimentary rocks are formed because of the dead and decay matters of plants and animals. So it is formed as a result of the decomposition of the dead plants and animals. So it contains fossils. So organic sedimentary rocks contains fossils. So next we can move to mechanical sedimentary rocks. So mechanical sedimentary rocks are formed because of the disintegration of igneous and then metamorphic rocks forms your mechanical sedimentary rocks. So the breaking down of igneous and metamorphic rocks results in your mechanical sedimentary rocks. And your third one is your chemical sedimentary rocks. So this is because of the precipitation of minerals from water. So I can give one example for chemical sedimentary rocks is your rock salt. And then for mechanical it is clay, and for organic we can give example like chalk, talc or dolomite. Limestone is one example of organic sedimentary rocks. So these are the fine examples of sedimentary rocks: sandstone, shale, limestone, rock salt, bituminous coal. So this is given in your textbook. So now let's see some characteristics. So in igneous rocks, I told it is very hard in nature and it is crystalline. Crystalline means igneous rocks somewhat glassy substance. So now let's see about the characteristic of sedimentary rocks. So they have many layers. So as you see in the picture, they have many layers because they are deposited at various places at various time intervals, and they are non-crystalline rocks. So it is not glassy substance, glassy rock, and they contain fossil. Since they are deposited at various time intervals, they contain fossils, and they are soft and get eroded easily. So while your igneous rocks are very hard in nature, whereas your sedimentary rocks are soft in nature. So now let's see about the third kind of rock, which is the metamorphic rocks. So the word metamorphic is derived from two Greek words called meta and morpha. So meta means change and morpha means shape. So this kind of rocks will keep on changing its shape when subjected to high temperature and high pressure. So let's see the definition. So when igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks are subjected to high temperature and pressure, the original rocks get altered to form a new kind of rock called metamorphic rocks. So I hope you are clear. So metamorphic means frequent changing of shape. So there are two types under metamorphic. So first one is your thermal metamorphism. So thermal means it is caused because of high temperature. So when the rocks changes its shape because of high temperature, then it is called thermal metamorphism. Dynamic metamorphism means when it is subjected to high pressure, the rocks will get altered. It is called dynamic metamorphism. So thermal means when it is subjected to high temperature, and dynamic means when it is subjected to high pressure. So now let's see. The granite, when it is subjected to high pressure, it will get transformed to gneiss. So the granite rocks will get transformed to gneiss. Similarly, the shale, when subjected to high temperature, it will get converted to slate. Similarly, limestone will turn into marble. So this is how the metamorphism takes place when the rocks, when the igneous or the sedimentary rocks are subjected to high temperature or high pressure. So let's see some characteristics of metamorphic rocks. So the metamorphic rocks are mostly crystalline in nature. So it will be somewhat glassy in nature. And it consists of alternate bands of light and dark minerals. So as you see in the picture, there is an alternate band of light as well as dark. So here it is light and here it is dark. So there is an alternate band of light and dark. So now let's see about the rock cycle. So the igneous rocks is also called primary or parent rocks. As I told before, it is the rocks which is formed first on the earth. So that's why it do not contain any fossils. So when these igneous rocks are weathered means broken down or eroded or transported or deposited to some other place, they form their sedimentary rocks. So sedimentary rocks are formed when the igneous rocks are eroded and get deposited at various time intervals. That's why the sedimentary rocks contains number of layers. So that is called strata. So hence it is also called stratified rocks. So again, this sedimentary rocks, when subjected to high temperature, high pressure or high temperature, it gets transformed to metamorphic rocks. Again, this metamorphic rocks will disintegrate, and then again, once again the rock cycle will continues. So it is a endless process. So this endless process is called rock cycle. So I hope you are clear. So again I will explain you. So first is your igneous rocks. So this igneous rocks will get eroded and then it will get transformed into sedimentary rocks. Again this igneous and sedimentary will get when subjected to high pressure and temperature, it will get transformed to metamorphic rocks. Again this will disintegrate and this process will continue. So this endless process is called rock cycle. So now let's see about the uses of rocks. So rocks have been used by mankind throughout the history. So you would have studied in your history, the rocks plays a major role in the prehistoric people period. So they used rocks to invent fire and they used it to make stone tools. So it is found to be a very essential in human civilization. So now let's see some major uses. So first one is cement, next writing chalk, fire, building materials, bath scrub, stone, ornament, roofing materials, decorative materials, and some valuable minerals such as gold, diamond and sapphire. So these are all the uses of rocks. So rocks played an essential role in human civilization. So this is a pictorial representation. So rocks are used in bricks, constructions, decoratives and pathway, roads, making roads.
Let's see homework. Today's homework. 2 mark question. How are igneous rocks formed? Second one, define rock. 5 marks. Classify and explain the rock. Read and write 2 times.